When I was younger, I had a fascination with animals and loved learning about them. Their various unique forms and abilities were something I marveled at as a kid and still find cool today. One show that was great at highlighting that was Animal Planet's The Most Extreme.
Extreme places and extreme animals. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual and the most extraordinary. The most extreme.
This is a show I used to love watching every day, man. It was YouTube Top 10s before YouTube Top 10s. The show premiered on Animal Planet on July 7th, 2002, and ran until 2007. It was made by Natural History New Zealand, now called NHNZ, a video production company that specializes in recording wildlife and has worked with Discovery Inc. on multiple productions. The show uses the top 10 format to showcase different animals in a certain theme, from the obvious topics like strength and speed to more unique ones like birds.
If you think having a baby's hard labor, just wait till you see the most extraordinary births in the animal kingdom.
That was only the 4th episode, and we're already getting to the weird ones, man. The show's format commanded my attention and pushed me to watch it all the way through, because I always wanted to see what would be number 1. The animals at the lower rankings were always my first choices, so by the time we reached number 1, I was usually surprised. One of my favorite episodes that had the most unexpected number 1 is in Most Extreme Survivors. The animal at number 1 was an animal I never heard of at the time, and it made its appearance stick with me for years after. Spoilers, by the way, I'm only saying this because part of the fun of the show is guessing what animals will show up. So the number 1 survivor was an animal called the water bear. This animal can survive extreme cold and heat as well, and even survive the vacuum of space. What the heck? This animal can survive space! Space? The little vacuum of space. This is an animal that can... Whoa, what the heck is going on? Whoa. Why the water bear? Then becomes my favorite animal. I've considered it for a long time to be a very cool one. And I was puzzled for a long time because I never saw this creature discussed in anything else. So it was a pleasant surprise when it got showcased in another great show about animals, Rhiocrats. I'm glad another generation gets to relive the wonder of discovering the water bear for the first time. Showcasing cool creatures like this is why I love watching this show. The show didn't only focus on cool creatures. The show would often show and highlight facts that correlated with the said animal. But I must admit, I felt some of them were tangents. For example, in the episode The Most Extreme Speed, in the number 9 section about the worm, we start out with them talking about a worm erasing competition. Then later, they would talk briefly about a computer worm virus. I'm not trying to hate on it, but it just feels like a little off topic. But most of the time, I would say these tangents can be pretty informative and provide interesting things to think about or discuss. It seems like the show not only wanted to teach about animals, but other neat facts as well. To me, it was like a Trojan horse, because I watched the show for the animals and then be hit with a bunch of other facts I wouldn't expect. Something else you wouldn't expect is for the show called Most Extreme to be kinda creepy. It seems people usually found the animation and the music of the show creepy. And I kinda agree. As a kid, even now, I would say the show has an eerie and weird vibe to it. But it was kinda whatever to me back then. And I did find some of these tangent sections kinda creepy, depending on what they talk about, to be honest. Part of the reason why was the show used a lot of stock footage from other sources as B-roll. That can be considered creepy, especially as a kid. The show, for instance, loves showing footage of old B-horror movies. As a kid, I didn't find it too interesting. But as an adult who enjoys the filmmaking process, rewatching the show has made me quite interested of maybe watching some of these movies. The effects look really well done for the time period I think they're from, and the premises are honestly kind of cool. In the episode Most Extreme Predators, they showed clips from the 1959 movie The Killer Shrews, and man, the practical effects look amazing. The show showed me on the movie's premise by telling me that the shrews need to hunt constantly to survive because they need to eat 2 times their own body weight. With that idea in mind, a horror movie where they are the main villains sounds like a fun watch. Another fun thing about this show was the animations, probably the thing that the Most Extreme was most known for. This green dude is used to show us what it would be like for a human to have an animal's ability. A lot of these are pretty meme-worthy, but I always find them pretty cool. This dude has a lot of potential for a unique platform fighter moveset, I tell you what. But these animations were very educational, and it was nice to have a fun visual to go with the info. This show isn't a kid's show, but they weren't afraid to be goofy with these animations. The animations for the number transitions were good too. They were pretty creative and helped hype up the next number. The music also helps with that as well. The music was great and was very unique, even today. I think most of it was made with stock sounds because I'm pretty sure I've heard some of this music in other places. Nevertheless, I like the music in the show, and it's iconic. Along with the narrator, Adam Harrington.
But the mako shark is no ordinary fish. The kiwi is the strangest bird in the forests of New Zealand. And how often do you hear people being called as strong as a tractor?
He has a unique voice in my opinion, and it fits so well with the show's atmosphere. His narration is great and is an important part of why the show is so engaging to watch.
Ready for new episodes of The Most Extreme. Uncover the most fascinating animal abilities and see what would happen if they gave those powers to us. The Most Extreme. All new episodes. Tuesday at 9. Only on Animal Planet.
Animal Planet's The Most Extreme is one of the most fun educational shows I have had the pleasure of watching. Learning about unique animals and how they work was something I look forward to watching. I would say this show and Zarumafu fostered my love for animals. Animals are wonderful and cool and remind me of our creator. From the amazing strength of the elephant to the built-in sonar of the dolphin, the quirks and abilities of these animals, as a Christian, makes me think about the one who made all these wonderful creatures we can admire, and how wonderful he is. I hope we see more shows like Animal Planet's The Most Extreme in the future. Hey, I'd love to see a reboot of this as well, but honestly, I'm surprised no one has even created their own version on YouTube. Maybe one day. Thanks for watching Emen Reviews. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like and share and subscribe. Have a nice day, drink water, and as always, God bless.